Hello, so I'm on my way to see Lucy and I'm also using a new camera that I got for Christmas. So we'll see how this goes. I'm a little bit nervous to see Lucy. It's been a month since I saw her last and I thought a lot of things over, as you saw in my last blog post. I'm in a very different place to the place I was last time I was talking on the way to see Lucy. I don't know whether I feel like I'm on my way to try and convince her of something, but she did say she was going to support me. So we'll just talk about the next step and all the things I've thought through and where I'm at now. I never quite know what my intention is or my goal is when I go to see Lucy. It's a pastoral role, you know, that she has in my life. So it's mostly just a person to talk to of a certain perspective. I don't know what my hair is doing. It's kind of cool working with this new camera. Obviously it's very different to using my phone, but hopefully it'll be worth it. I've been playing around with it and taking all sorts of pictures of my cat and flowers and things. Not that I'm particularly artistic or know what I'm doing. But parallel to growing as a child of God and a potential ordinand, I'm also growing as a vlogger. I'll see you on the other side. I just got back from seeing Lucy. We had a really good conversation. I had thought about just reading her out some of the blog posts that I'd written to explain where I was at, but I went with just telling her. And I think it was a really good thing for me to do for myself. We talked about lots of specific topics and I might detail some of them in the blog post below. But really the main thing that she said was that she was really proud of where I'm at now and what I've gone through and how I've come at it. Because she said she was quite worried first time I went to talk to her after that last video. I've definitely come out on the side that is encouraging, that I'm right in choosing to go forward now. I was thinking about it on the way back, and I think the reason I get so nervous when I go to see Lucy is that in that room it feels a lot more real. When I'm talking about the possibility of me being a priest with anybody else, it's a little more of a far off fantasy, but doing it with my priest, obviously the priests here, and Alan's a priest, the assessor priest, they're all priests, and talking to them about it does mean something more because they've gone through it and they know what they're talking about. But there's something about her, the fact that she's my priest, and that personal understanding of what I expect of her and the way she does it. There's something quite unique about that. She's going to redo her reference in light of our conversation just to reflect on my response to feedback. She doesn't have to refer to the report itself because her reference goes forward but the report doesn't. The report is more for Alan and for me. Initial local assessment as a precursor or a practice almost to see where I'm at. So hopefully she'll do that today and I will read it on Wednesday when I go to see Alan because she'll send it to Alan. I feel good, but I feel relieved as well. It wasn't as intense a conversation as the last time, which I think was part of my nerves about it. That it's a lot to go through when you have to have an intense conversation like that. And I wasn't quite sure about the energy for it. But no, we had a pretty serious conversation. First of all about where I was at and me explaining that. And then she talked quite a lot compared to some of the last few meetings that we've had. So she was talking about her understanding of what it is about being a priest that this part of my understanding of myself affects. And also, broadly, what part of being a priest understanding yourself affects. And that was really good to hear and to start to really understand what I'm getting into. And a new thought I had really was that, so she said, last time you were here, you could have gone two ways. You could have gone, no, she was wrong, I'm going to ignore it, or you could have actually done what you've done and looked at it. And I was thinking about it as she said it, and I said, do you know what that was? A part of me said to myself, this is the first moment in this process that you actually have to prove you mean it when you say you want to do a proper job, you want to do this properly, you want to engage with it genuinely. And if you don't do that now, if you reject this out of hand and don't at least try to engage with it properly, genuinely, then what's the point? You've only paid lip service to it and you're letting yourself down. Time to put your money where your mouth is. Walk the walk. So I'll see Alan on Wednesday and you'll hear all about that. But yes, it was a good conversation and I'll put the details below. But yeah, she was really positive, which was really nice.